guys, menu plan, grocery haul. This is the entire month of the menu plan for April, starting with the 1st. Anything that has a red dot is on my Pinterest board, and I will leave a link down in the description on how to get there. It's easier than going and copying each one and putting it in the description. So there is a board on Pinterest. It is labeled April Meal Plan 2022. The ones with the dots you can find. Same thing with, I think I have one for December. I'm not sure. I know for sure I have January, February, and March. The menu boards are still on Pinterest, and I'm probably going to leave them up for a while. So, starting with the meal plan, we are having pizza, pork pot pie, beans and bread. This, I have leftover pork in the freezer, so we're using that. 1 pot smoked sausage pasta with veggies. Monday, leftovers. Tuesday, barbecue pork sandwiches. And I'll probably make homemade fries to go with that. And that's also leftover pork. Then Wednesday, venison or deer, veggies and bread. The deer's already in the freezer. Thursday, leftovers. Friday, pizza. Saturday, Canadian bacon, mac and cheese, and veggies. I already have the Canadian bacon in the freezer. This is I'm trying to go through my freezers and clean them out a little bit. So most of this stuff I already have meat-wise. On the 10th, Instapot cheesy ground beef and noodles. And of course vegetables. The 11th is leftovers. The 12th, savory sausage rice casserole and veggies. I already have the sausage in the freezer. Turkey pot pie, beans and bread. I already have the turkey in the freezer. The 14th is leftovers. That Friday is pizza. Chicken macaroni casserole with veggies. I already have the chicken in the freezer. Like I said, pretty much everything I have in the freezer. Chicken quarters, beans and collards. Mondays are always leftovers. I couldn't get disappearing to fit, so I just put DISS. But it's disappearing casserole and veggies. Rigatoni with shredded pork and mushroom sauce with veggies. Thursday is leftovers. Friday, pizza. Saturday, Mississippi pot roast with mashed potatoes and veggies. And I might make bread to go with that too. And I already have, it's my last roast that I have in the freezer. Chicken quarters, collards, and cornbread. Leftovers on the 25th. Air fryer fish and chips. I have the fish in the freezer for that one already too. 27th, crock pot ham and cabbage. And I put rice maybe. I'll have to figure it out once we get closer to that one. The 28th, which is Thursday, is leftovers. Pizza on the 29th. And then the 30th is hot dogs, mac and cheese, and baked beans. That is the menu plan for the entire month. Now, I did grocery shop for 2 weeks. Let me pause you guys and take y'all over. This is a 2-week grocery haul. Gas prices are up there. We'll just put it that way. So I'm just doing a 2-week. That way I don't have to go to the store. But every other week instead of every week. If I run out of something, I run out of something. That's just the way it goes. Like this past week. Well, last 2 weeks, we ran out of milk. Oh well. That's the way that worked. It was just a, oh well, sorry. Don't know what to tell you. Y'all had 3 gallons the last 2 weeks, and I don't drink it. So, this week we have 3 gallons of milk. I only brought 1 in. There's a couple of them that I did this with that I only brought 1 because it's just me by myself. And I don't feel like carrying all that heavy stuff by myself. So, 3 gallons of milk. This was a substitution. I ordered the bigger one that had half the M&M and half Oreo, but they were out. So they just gave me 2 of the M&M, which Shane won't care. He'll be like, okay. Chobani Flips, a cookies and cream, and a peanut butter cup. And that will last him 2 weeks because he takes 1 a day in school's 5 days a week. So there's 4, 8, 9, 10. 1 heavy whipping cream. And I set everything up different too. I put all the dairy here, meat there, veggies there, snacks there, cans. That way, hopefully, if I do it this way, I won't miss stuff. Alright. A large bag of sharp cheddar. This is the 2-pound bag. A 2-pound bag of mozzarella. These are the first time I have found them. Bacon ends and pieces. And I mean, they look like they're decent sized. Which we just use them on bagels. So even if they're smaller, it's fine. And it's a lot cheaper. Lots cheaper. If I remember, I'll do a price comparison on the screen. But this is 32 ounces. Which is 3 pounds. I mean, 2 pounds. 3 pounds. 2 pounds. And if I remember right, it was like 5 something, maybe close to 6. But for 2 pounds, for almost $6, I got 2. They'll go in the freezer, and they'll be great. This is another meat product that we had to buy. That was for one of the recipes that I didn't have this for. I have half of one in the freezer, and I wanted to use it up, so I went ahead and bought this one, and we'll just go ahead and use the half of one that's in the freezer and this one. That way it gets that half of one out of my freezer. 3 pounds of ground turkey. We actually like this better than ground beef. Now, if you're going to make spaghetti or something like that, what I have found, I'm probably going to mispronounce it, but you take a little bit of Worcestershire and you put in there with whenever you brown it up, and it makes it taste more like beef. So, with doing that, everybody here loves this. So, I think that we're just going to buy this because it's a lot cheaper than ground beef. 2 things of pepperoni. We use one every week for pizza. And that was it for the meat. Just like, that was it for the dairy. Snacks. 2 things of bugles. Shane asked for bugles, so I just went ahead and got 2. And it's the ones that he could take to school. They're in the little single serve bags. And that's it for snacks. Shane wanted oranges. And his 3 bags of mini sweet peppers. And what I do is I go ahead and divide these up for 10 days. And then whatever I have left over, I dice them up and then I put them in the freezer. And that's what we use on our pizzas for our peppers. Because it doesn't take him 3 bags for 2 weeks of school. 2 bags of onions, even though I just had to chop an entire bag yesterday and put in the freezer because they were starting to go bad. I thought that I only clicked 1, but I clicked 2. So we have a whole bunch of onions, which will probably end up in the freezer. Shane's apples. He wanted apples and oranges this time. We still have apples in the fridge. So, but apples and oranges for him. Potatoes for whenever I want to do french fries or mashed potatoes or anything like that. Some coleslaw that goes with the barbecue burger thingies, whatever they were called. Barbecue sandwiches. There we go. Some coleslaw. I will make my own. And that is it for the fruit and veggies. Make sure. Yep, got everything. We'll do the canned stuff. There are 4 cans of cream of mushroom soup. They just don't like to stand up that well together. So I had to kind of separate them. 2 of the cheddar cheese. That's for the Canadian bacon macaroni casserole. I think that's what it was. 1, 2, 3. There's 2, 4, 6 cans of chicken breast. We've been eating chicken salad sandwiches. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cans of chicken for chicken salad sandwiches for lunches. We've been liking it, so I went ahead and bought 6. Some of it will go into the pantry and might be used for, like, you know, emergency situation. 2 cans of olives. We use 1 can for every pizza. So there's 2, so that's enough for 2 weeks. This is a 4-pack, so 8 cans of tuna. We've been liking the tuna salad also. 2 cans of the nacho cheese that we like for our pizza. 1 can a week. Usually we only use half. And then I'm not going to name any names, but Shane likes to use the other half. Like, he likes to cook up some noodles and then put that in the noodles and have like that kind of macaroni and cheese. So that's 2 weeks. Speaking of macaroni and cheese, 4 cans of macaroni and cheese for Shane. That is it for the cans. I like this setup. It makes it a lot easier. Then this is the... Well, this should have gone over there. This is frozen pizza crust. I meant pie crust. A pizza on the brain. 2 pie crust. I went ahead and ordered 2. Wait. 1 for turkey pot pie and 1 for pork pot pie. So I needed both of these. That's it for the freezer. 2 packs of hamburger buns. These went up. Whenever I put them in the cart, they were 88 cents. I checked yesterday and they were like 93 or 94 cents a piece. So they went up from the time that I put them in my cart until I checked out. So I missed the 88 cent. I could make my own, but I've tried. And I just need to practice more because they weren't that great. So for now, we will buy them. 2 of the everything bagels. Usually we go through 1 a week. Okay, and that is all the bread. I make my own sandwich bread, so I haven't had to buy it. It's a lot cheaper. Bread was choof. As I say shoof, and I look at my drinks over there going shoof. 2 bags of the no yolks. These were a substitution. Just ordered Great Value and they were out, so they subbed me with these. I went ahead and got 2 because they've been kind of hard to find. 2 of the chocolate syrups for their chocolate milk. I needed a Dijon Mustard. I thought that I had it in the fridge and I went and looked and it ran out of date. It expired in 2020. So I ended up getting another one and I threw that one away. Tells you how much we use Dijon Mustard. I needed some red wine vinegar. That goes with the coleslaw. Okay. These, I only brought 1 in. The 40 count of water. There are 3. But I only brought 1 in. Because the other 2 are still in my car. Because that's just... It was too heavy for me. I felt bad for that little girl that was loading the groceries. She was like tiny. She looked like she weighed maybe 100 pounds and she was like 5 foot tall. And she's struggling to get all 3 of these in my car. I felt horrible. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, this is another one. There are 4 of these. It was a substitution. I ordered 2 of the 24. But they were out. So they sent me with 4 of the 12 packs. And there's 2 of these, the Dr. Thunders. Just didn't feel like carrying the other one in. But it is in the house. So Shane will be very happy that it is in the house and he doesn't have to do it once he comes home from school. But that is the 2-week grocery haul. No more grocery store for 2 weeks. So we are good. And I have plenty of stuff, like my can. the canned stuff is down here and on the floor. And yeah, we got to get through that. That's why I just put veggies on there. And I have, like, I still have garden beans in the kukuza plant that I had. I still have a whole bunch of that in the freezers too. So like I said, we're just trying to get through what we have in the freezers instead of spending a whole bunch of money on the groceries for this month. Oh, I will show you what I did. Let me pause you guys. Let's see if I can get my light right. This one doesn't have a light, so I have to use handy dandy flashlight. Each one of these is a meal. So all I have to do, let's see if I can find one that's easy. Here. This one is the sausage rice skillet. Everything is in here except for, you know, that can be froze. Everything is in here. So the night before, all I have to do, just grab the entire Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge. Hopefully, that makes my life a little bit easier instead of trying to dig around in the freezer and find everything. So, yay me. That's what I did yesterday. Went through all the recipes, wrote down everything that could be frozen for what recipe, came over here, grabbed Ziploc bags, and did it. Alright, you guys. That is it. Oh, I think y'all saw my dishes. Alright, that is it for today. I should be getting back into my what's for dinners starting Friday. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Please, because I miss doing them. Okay, I hope that everyone has a wonderful weekend and a wonderful next week. And I will see y'all soon. God bless.